Hello, my friends. This is Lynda Lippin, and welcome to the Pilates Goddess podcast. Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back one more time to the Pilates Goddess podcast. So it is after the whole Christmas, Hanukkah, holiday extravaganza. And we are now heading into the new year, right? We are in our final week of 2022. And for me personally, 2023 cannot come soon enough. I'm kind of over 2022. I'm done with 2022. And I'm really looking forward to the new year. And in this episode, I want to talk to you a little bit about kind of the fallacy of the New Year's resolution. I don't know about folks who grow up in other countries because I can't speak necessarily to other cultures. But here in the United States, we are all about making New Year's resolutions. In fact, most people like me in the Pilates and health and fitness world love the new year because all of you are making New Year's resolutions about your health and fitness, which means you are more likely to spend money on what we have to offer. But not even a funny, but a fact that you should know is that most gyms, and especially like the big box gyms, they count on tons of folks coming in January and buying memberships and showing up for a few weeks and never coming back. And interestingly enough, most people who do that will tell themselves that if they keep the gym membership, they might go back. So most people actually don't cancel the gym membership. So gyms make their money on members who buy memberships and don't actually go to the gym. And that is probably a solid 30 to 40% of gym membership buyers. I'm not going to say gym goers because these are the people who buy and don't go. And this doesn't only happen in the big box gyms. I mean, I was one of the master teachers when I was teaching at Real Pilates here in Tribeca. And I had some clients who would late cancel. I say that again, late cancel, because we did have a 24-hour cancellation policy, who would late cancel every single appointment after maybe their first few. And it wasn't because we didn't get along or they didn't need the work. It was just because they were the people who wanted to say that they, bought a 10-pack of Pilates sessions and went regularly and had a great teacher, but they might show up for 1 out of every 3 appointments, but late canceled the rest, so they were still paying for them. This, once again, is just a very interesting kind of phenomenon. So if you are kind of looking into the new year and you're thinking about, the things that you would like to accomplish in the new year, especially things that involve your body and involve fitness, I want you to sit down and answer a few questions. Okay, before you go running out there to buy your gym membership or your big package of personal training, or, join me online in Strong Bones Pilates or in one of the Pilates teacher mastermind workshops. And these are the questions that I want you to kind of write down and to think about and ultimately to answer before you make any moves. The first thing is, why are you feeling like you need to add more exercise or fitness into your existence? Is it because people have told you you need to be in better shape? Is it because people have told you that you're too fat? Is it because you think that if you add exercise into your life, you can continue, say, eating unhealthily or in unhealthy amounts and make it up in the gym? In parentheses, I just want to say that I used to tell a joke that I actually got from several people, including Joan Breitbart, the president of the Physical Mind Institute. And the joke is that they might as well just put a candy machine on each piece of cardio apparatus in the gym. Since everyone is so concerned about how many calories they're burning so that they can eat more after, why not just have the cake and candy right there? And the minute that you have burned enough calories to equal that piece of cake or candy or cookie, it just comes popping out of the machine so that you can eat it. Now, you may think that that's kind of a silly image, but it's really not if that is, in fact, what you have in your head as the reason for exercise. And I bring that up simply because I've been there and I've been in that position, and those reasons are not sustainable. They're just not. So what are sustainable reasons for exercise? Sustainable reasons for exercise are you are feeling winded taking a walk. You're feeling winded going up a flight of stairs. And you know that you don't have any, asthma or COPD or comorbidities that can go along with this. So you know that your cardiovascular system is kind of telling you that it's straining to do basic things and you would like to be able to do more. Maybe you've got kids or you've got grandkids or you've got, friends who are a lot more vibrant and a lot more active, and you want to keep up with everybody and you want to hang out with everybody. That's a good reason to want to exercise. Wanting to feel better in your body, wanting to move better, maybe have a little more mobility, get up and down off the floor a little more easily, maybe have your balance improve so that, you're not, if you're falling, you're not falling as often and the effects of the falls aren't as bad because you're able to catch yourself, you're able to push yourself off the ground, you're able to kind of work with your body. Great reason to exercise. If you've been listening regularly to the Pilates Goddess podcast, or even if you just started listening today, whether you are a Pilates instructor, a trainee or apprentice, or simply somebody who loves to do Pilates for their own bodies, I am currently in my 15 days of Pilates celebration. From December 11th through December 26th, I am releasing a new workshop replay or class replay for $15. Okay? All of these workshop and Pilates class replays are valued between $60 and $97. They range from modifications for back pain, modifications for neck and shoulder pain, pre-Pilates fundamentals, mimicking Pilates apparatus exercises using bands and Type 4. I also have some Strong Bones Pilates classes in there, as well as some regular non-modified Pilates flows. And I would love you to come over and see the list and get what you want. I never put things on sale for $15, but I am now. So just head on over to LyndaLippin.com, spelled just like my name, Lyndali, 2 P's as in Peter, N as in Nancy.com, and click on 15 days sale in menu. You will then see the whole list of what's available, and all 15 of the workshops as of the 26th will be available for purchase. You will have immediate access and forever access to these workshops, and they will all be on sale and available to you through December 28th. So I would love to see more of you, to help you feel and function better and teach better Pilates to help your clients feel and function better. So please come join me in my 15 days of Pilates celebration. You're in pain. You have back pain. You have lower back issues. You have hip replacements. You have neck and shoulder issues. You've got some degeneration in your vertebrae, some stenosis, whatever that is. And you want to feel better. And you know that if you get a little bit stronger and maybe a little more stable in the places that need it and a little more mobile in the places that need it, that you'll be feeling and functioning better. Great reason to exercise. Okay? Other people telling you that you should, including medical professionals, are really not going to give you good reasons to consistently do anything for yourself. Those reasons have to or should come from you. And this kind of segues into the last episode on compassionate fitness or compassionate exercise, which is the reasons for exercising that show the most self-compassion are going to be the best reasons and are going to be the reasons that you continue to exercise. Okay. The second thing that I want you to ask yourself, and these are, kind of important questions, is, do you want to go out to exercise? Do you want to leave your house to exercise? Because some people do, okay? Some people really want to go out. They want to be with a community of other folks. They want to see this, the same people in class, maybe grab coffee or a snack after. For some folks, gym and exercise is very much a social event as well as, a physical work event. So if you're saying yes, and you don't mind being out in the winter when it's cold and walking to the gym or, driving over or whatever that looks like for you, then I recommend finding, outside exercise places. And, once you've done that, then you want to kind of take a little dive into how much do you want to spend? Do you prefer larger gyms where you might sort of be, a little more ignored and able to kind of do your own thing without people watching you or bugging you? Do you prefer a studio or a small fitness, environment, more of a boutique place? Do you want a personal trainer to come to your home or your office or, your gym in your apartment building? Or do you want to work online? Are you interested in doing your exercise at home with a trainer watching you and talking to you and correcting you, which is all doable? All of these are options. But it's good to have a think about that before you go. Because if you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to be in some big ass crowded gym full of people that I don't really know, where I could hurt myself somewhere and somebody might not even notice unless I say something, then, a huge big box gym might not be for you. Also note, though, that if you're going to go the boutique fitness route, just make sure that you're going to a place that has good, compassionate trainers and teachers. Not the whole mean girl situation that I talked about in the last episode. And then finally, you want to decide whether you want to be in a mixed gendered group, i.e., you're going to be there with men, you're going to be there with women, you're going to be there with everybody, you're going to be there with, people in between. Or would you rather be in a group of other folks of the same gender identification? So, for example, for a lot of my clients, they liked the fact that even online in my Strong Bones studio, it's all women. Okay. It's all women over 40 or 50 who have low bone density or chronic pain, or at least came in with that. Like I said, I've got people with double hip replacements. I've got people with osteoporosis, people with all kinds of stuff. We all work out together and we have a really great time. And I want you to know that just because you're exercising at home doesn't mean that you're only doing like unweighted floor work. While there is plenty of that, you can use bands, you can use light weights. Some of my clients just use full water bottles instead of light weights because they weigh a teeny bit over a pound each. You can use bands, you can use a Type 4 device from Physical Mind. There are many ways of getting resistance at home as well as assistance. So you're not doing yourself a disservice by not going out of your house to exercise, as long as you're within a container or a contained environment with other people who are doing the same thing, and that you have a compassionate instructor who understands what everyone's going through and can also recommend to you inexpensive pieces of equipment. I have a whole episode on here that I'll link to in the show notes, which is about outfitting a home Pilates studio for under $200, which is shockingly easy to do. So those are your questions, okay? And you need to answer those questions, really think about those things, and then seek out what you need and what you want. Some folks want the intense cardio, some folks want heavy weight training, some folks want what I do, which is sort of a mix of lightweight training, resistance training, posture work, balance work, mobility work, all within, Pilates and fitness. We use weights, we use magic circles, we use foam rollers, we use bands, we use Type 4s, we use body weight, we just have a good time. So once you've answered those questions, then you'll have a better idea for yourself of really what you want and what you need. And you won't be one of those people who walks into the gym, plunks down your money for your monthly membership, and then never goes back and just pays for the membership because you're like, yeah, I'll go back to the gym at some point. Okay? And then, of course, you can just not make the New Year's resolutions at all. You could just enjoy this last week, have fun on New Year's, and then decide what you want to do in January. And if you are interested in coming online and checking out some work with me, whether you're a Pilates teacher, whether you are somebody who's never exercised before, just reach out, Lynda at lyndalippin.com. I will put all my contact info in the show notes. And if you have any questions, just reach out and I promise you I will answer them, and I will answer them with some knowledge and with some compassion. So my friends, have a great rest of your last week of 2022. We have one more podcast episode coming out this year, coming on Thursday. And then after that, you'll hear from me in the new year. All right? Have a fabulous New Year's, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for listening to the Pilates Goddess podcast. Music brought to you by Nerd Salad. Please leave a review on Apple Podcasts, especially if you liked it. And please like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks.